I like statistics a lot, so I just put it there for your information. Took this from the National Geographic information of most consumed animals. What do people eat a lot? And the 8 animals: chicken, duck, pig, rabbit, goat, sheep, turkey, cow, camel. The only one that is haram, like completely haram, is the pig. No matter if you say Bismillah, Allahu Akbar while slaughtering it, it doesn't matter. It is still haram. Okay, so that is thing. And who can tell me which foods did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam eat from these? He definitely ate this because we covered it. He liked which part of the sheep? Shoulder part. Very good. And he definitely ate camel. That's like, we know that for sure. And chicken, goat, and cow and camel were very common in Arabia at that time. What about rabbit? Did he ever eat rabbit? Okay, let me tell you a story. This is a hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari. Okay, Anas radiallahu anhu, we always hear about him, right? One of the top muhaddith. And they were actually going somewhere with many other Sahaba, and what happened was they saw a rabbit. So people chased after that rabbit, and what happened is they wanted to catch it, they were not able to catch it. So Anas radiallahu anhu, who was very young at that time, was somehow able to overpower and capture that rabbit. So he gave that rabbit to his Abu Talha. Who was Abu Talha? Was he related to Anas? Anybody can say? He was his stepfather, right? Abu Talha and Sulaim. You remember, right? The story we talked about. Anyways, so Abu Talha, he slaughtered the rabbit and he sent 2 thighs to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the hadith, it mentions that he ate from it. He ate from it. The 2 thighs that was given to him, he ate it. So that was one food. Yeah, if somebody wants to bring duck and rabbit to the halaqah, please do so, inshallah. I want to try it. I haven't eaten. It's in people from Indian subcontinent don't usually eat some of these. Turkey here we eat a lot, but subhanallah, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ate it, I want to eat rabbit too. Okay, now the third thing that we talked about, the most eaten third was pig. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because some people living in this country don't realize how serious it is. And there are few terms, there are few names that you should know about pig. Pig, it's not just pig, there are many names it's called by. And we should know what exactly it is, especially in this country. So I want to talk a little bit about it. So we already talked about this in last halaqah, but what is the Arabic for the meat that is the pork in the Quran that comes? Khinzir, right? That's the one that we call. That's actually pork. That is the one that's haram. And we mentioned how some people, they say that, oh, we can eat the skin of the pig. It's only haram thing is the pork. How do we refute such people? Because in Quran it only comes as khinzir, the flesh, the meat of. The refutation that we give to people is that the scholars mention that if the meat is haram of any animal, then anything that that animal has, like skin or eyes or whatever people want to eat, becomes haram. Why? Because the most important part is meat, so by default everything becomes haram as well. Okay, so now what is the difference between these terms? You often hear pig, swine, hog, boar, and ham. These are all related to pig, and you have to know this food because some people are like, oh, I never heard this term boar, it might be something okay. Pepperoni. So yeah, pepperoni also. Yeah. So these terms you have to know what it is. So let's talk about it. Swine is the usual term used for pig. So pig is a general category. Pig is like a domesticated animal. People keep it in their farms, they raise it. So when you domesticate a pig, it's called swine. So this is what is actually sold in the market, the domesticated pig, which is called swine. Hog is same as swine, but it is like a big, it's also a big animal, like 120 pounds over, and they also raise it for the market as well, and it has horns as well, right? So those That's hog. So you have to know more about the names. That's what you have. I want to focus on. And boar is similar to hog, but they call it the male hog, the uncastrated male hog. That's what is called boar. And what is ham? Ham is it's a part of meat. It's a meat from the hog's rear quarters meat. So that's part of hamburger. It came from that. So and also, what is another thing that people often eat in the morning? Bacon, right? Sausage. So you have to know these terms again. Some people don't know and they eat it by accident. What is bacon though? What is? It's a sliced, thin strip of yeah. It's usually taken from the back and sides of the hog. So that's how it is. Okay, why is pig haram? Do we have a reason from Quran? Why is pig haram? Sometimes we don't have a reason, sometimes we do. But in the case of pig, we do have a reason. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself says in Surah Al-An'am, verse number 145, for that surely is impure. We covered this verse last time, I read it too, right? You remember? It's impure. Some foods, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that it was impious. Which food was impious? Which food was impious? Not from the pipe. The one that you slaughter on stone altars or for sacrificing for other people or other. So that is called impious food, and this one is called impure food, specifically mentioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have a reason now. Now, why is it impure? If it is impure, why do people eat it so much? The number third, the most common eaten food. And if you look in the scientific research itself, it's subhanallah, it is very, very clear that these pig, they are called carrier of germs, carrier of parasites, carrier of diseases. They not only infect themselves, but whoever eats them, they get infected as well. Okay, and other thing is pigs are omnivores as well. They eat anything and everything they want. So that is another problem with these pigs. And interestingly is there's the Seventh-day Adventist Christians, that this denomination, they also don't eat the pig. So that is very common between them and us.